Hello guys, I'm Havanishani and you have started watching Mathemagician series for mathematics presented to you by IBCSE Education. The topic for today is algebra and algebraic identities. So let's start. Because we are going to look into the algebraic identities, let's look at firstly the common ones, the usual ones and the similar ones, right? Firstly here, as it says that A in brackets C plus D is supposedly going to give you AC plus AD. Let's look into this. What does this mean? For example, if you have X in brackets 3 plus Y. Now when you try to expand this, what you're supposed to do is this x gets multiplied with the 3 and the x gets multiplied with y, and as a result you will get 3x plus xy. This is the first identity here. A in brackets C plus D leads you to AC plus AD. The second one here is the same one, but just there's a difference of sign here. As you see that C was being added to D inside the brackets, but now you see C minus D, right? So let's look into this one. How does this one work out? We keep the numbers the same so that we can understand what role exactly does the change of sign play. X in brackets 3 minus y will lead you to 3x minus xy. Right. Now, this 3x and xy, this could be rewritten as x3, yx, x3, xy. Basically, as far as these two numbers are getting multiplied with each other, the order does not matter, right? X into y or y into x. You can think of this simply as 5 into 7. Or 7 into 5, they both mean the same thing and they both will give you the same end product, which is 35. Let's look at the third one. Here again there's a slight change of sign. This time the C becomes negative and the D is positive. We'll keep the numbers the same so that it's easy to understand what role does the difference of sign play. Right? X into negative 3, this time will give you negative 3x, right? And x into a positive y will give you a positive xy. Let me erase this so that there is no confusion around this. So, x into negative 3 will obviously give you negative 3x, and x into a positive y will give you positive xy. The last one, where both the numbers become negative, this will turn out to be x into a negative 3 and then x into a negative y. So negative 3x into negative xy, right? Let's twist this one step further, right? Where the a value, meaning the number x here, right? The variable x here becomes negative. So this time we have negative x, 3 and y both positive. So negative x into 3 will give you again a negative 3x, and negative x into a y will give you a negative xy, right? And henceforth you can see that with negative x we are going to take all the numbers. Once C is positive, D is negative, the next time C is negative but D is positive, and next time along with A, C and D, all numbers turn negative. So let's try to look into that also. We'll now continue from this one. Okay, let's start with the negative A series. Negative A in brackets C plus D. Negative A in brackets C minus D. Negative A in brackets negative C but a positive D. And negative A in brackets negative C, negative D. Okay, so basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to multiply negative A into C, which gives you negative AC, right? And negative A into D, which will give you a negative AD, right? The same thing here, negative A into C will go on to give you a negative AC and negative A into D, because both the numbers are negative. So negative getting multiplied with negative will ultimately give you a positive product. That's why D plus AD. Same thing here, negative A, negative C, both numbers are negative, that will give you a positive product. And negative A into positive D will lead you to your ultimate product being AC minus AD. We'll also look into the numeric examples. We'll mix it up, we'll take variables and numbers. Negative A into negative C obviously giving you both positive, and negative A into negative D again giving you both positive. Hence your final answer will be AC plus AD. Now what happens when instead of just the variables, we also mix it up with numbers? Let's try to look at that. Let's try this with negative 5 in brackets x plus y, right? Negative 5 in brackets x minus y, negative 5 in brackets negative x but a positive y, and negative 5 in brackets negative x and then negative y. So first of all, I'll go on to multiply the negative 5 to the positive x here, and then negative 5 to the positive y, giving me negative 5x, negative 5y. So my final product will be minus 5x minus 5y. Now minus 5 into x gives me minus 5x, but minus 5 into minus y will give me a positive 5y. Right? Now minus 5 into negative x gives me a positive 5x, but minus 5 into a positive y gives me a negative 5y. This one here again, minus 5 into minus x, right? Which is going to give me, which was supposed to be minus 5 into minus x gives me positive 5x, and minus 5 into minus y gives me a positive 5y. Simple mathematical rules here which you're already aware of. If two negative numbers are getting multiplied, then your ultimate product is a positive number. If one number is negative and one is positive, then your ultimate outcome will be negative, like in this case, or both these cases, right? That is why the number outside the bracket, whether it's a number or a variable, right, is negative. Now, let's extend this further. So far, we had only one digit or one variable outside the bracket, right? Now, what if there are two brackets, both having two variables or two digits? That is why you will see that this particular one, AB, right, A plus B in brackets into C plus D, right? Here, what you will do is firstly you multiply this A with C, right, and then this A with D. Same thing goes on B with C and then B with D, ultimately giving you the product of AC plus AD plus BC plus BD, right? Let's try a numeric example here. For example, let's say if I had x plus 5 in brackets and then y plus 2 in another bracket. So going by this logic, I'm going to suppose, I'm supposed to multiply x with y, giving me xy. Then I'm supposed to multiply x with 2, giving me a positive 2x, because both the numbers are positive. Then 5 with y, giving me a positive 5y, and then 5 with 2, giving me a positive 10, right? So this is what my outcome is going to be. If you see, x was in place of A, right? 5 was in place of B, y was in place of C, and 2 was in place of D, right? Therefore, when I multiply A into C, that is x into y, I get my product to be x into y. Then A into D gives me x into 2, gives me 2x. Then B into C, which is 5 into y, gives me a positive 5y. And then B into D, that is 5 into 2, gives me a positive 10. Now let's make some signs here, right? Let's say if I had x minus 5, right, and then y minus 2. So the order remains the same. I go on x into y, or what was supposedly a into c for me, and then x into a negative 2, giving me a negative 2x, right? Then I go on with minus 5 into y, which gives me negative 5y. And then minus 5 into minus 2, both the numbers are negative, so again I get a positive 10 over there. So this will be my answer here. As you can see here, a minus b into c minus d gives me ac minus ad minus bc plus bd, which is ac minus ad minus bc plus bd for me. Right? Let's look at the third one, where a and c become negative, but b and d remain positive. So this time the x is going to be negative and the y is going to be negative. So negative x into negative y, both the numbers negative again are going to give me a positive outcome, a positive product, which will be xy. Negative x into a positive 2 will give me negative 2x, right? Positive 5 into negative y will give me negative 5y, right? And positive 5 into positive 2 will once again give me a positive 10. Let's look at the last one, where all of the digits or the variables turn to negative. So negative x into negative y will once again give me positive xy. Negative x into negative 2 will again give me positive 2x. Negative 5 into negative y will once again give me a positive 5y. And negative 5 into negative 2 will give me a positive 10. Right? So basically here we have to ensure that all the numbers in this bracket get multiplied with all the numbers in the second bracket, which also leads us to the surety that all the numbers in this bracket have been multiplied with all the numbers in the first one. So what we do is we pick up x multiplied with y, we pick up x, we multiply it with 2, we pick up 5, we multiply it with y, and we pick up 5, we multiply it with 2. Right? That is what this identity is telling us, and also with respect to their signs. Now, what if we had 3 digits in one of the brackets? Right? Let's extend this example to where there were 3 digits in one of the brackets. Again, the simple rule remains the same, that whatever you have in the first bracket, right? Let's say if it was a plus b in the first bracket, right? That is getting multiplied with another bracket, which is c plus d plus e, right? So again, a needs to be multiplied with c, then a needs to be multiplied with d, and then a needs to be multiplied with e. Same way, b needs to be multiplied with c, then d needs to be multiplied with d, and then b needs to be multiplied with e. So a into c gives me ac, a into d gives me ad, a into e gives me ae, b into c goes on to give us bc, b into d goes on to give us bd, and b into e goes on to give us be. So our final product will be AC plus AB plus AE plus BC plus BD plus BE. Right? Again, if any of the terms hold a negative sign, right, then that is what you will. That is how the outcome will change. Let's take, for example, A plus B, right, into C minus D plus E. Again, the outcome here, A and C both are positive, so AC, but now D is negative, so negative AD. E is again positive, so positive AE. B into C will again give us positive BC because both the terms are positive. B into D will again be a negative BD, and B into E will again be a positive BE. Right? Likewise, if C was negative or E was negative, or either of A or B was negative, then the same rule will apply. Along with this video, I will attach a worksheet, right, wherein you will see different numbers and different variables for further practice. Now this brings us to a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? Basically, this identity a plus b the whole square means that this bracket a plus b is getting multiplied by itself, right? Just like how 5 square is nothing but 5 into itself, so which is 5 into 5, or 9 square is nothing but 9 into itself, or 9 into 9. The same way, a plus b the whole square is nothing but a plus b multiplied by itself, or a plus b into a plus b. Now, why this expansion helps? This expansion is helpful for you to understand this identity, that why does a plus b the whole square open up as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Let's try it out. If I multiply this a into this a, applying the same rules from the previous slide, you know, a plus b into c plus d, a into c, then a into d, then b into c, and then b into d. That same rule, that same logic needs to be applied here, which gives me a into a, which is a square, then a into b, which is ab, then b into a, which is again ba or ab, right? Because 5 into 7, 7 into 5 will ultimately give me the same outcome. So this can be rewritten as ab, and then b into b, which is nothing but b square. Now, as you know, that we can go on to add, subtract the like terms. We can add or subtract the like terms. So therefore, a square, this ab plus ab could be rewritten as 2ab, right, plus b square. Hence the expansion of a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? Let's try this one with, if b was negative, right? Or what if even a was negative? Let's just look into this. Now what if this was a minus b the whole square, right? Again, a minus b the whole square, right? Or square of any number can be thought of as the number getting multiplied by itself. So you can think of this as a minus b into a minus b, which leads you to the further expansion of a, that a firstly gets multiplied with itself, then a gets multiplied with negative b, then negative b gets multiplied with a, and then this negative b gets multiplied with the negative b. So a into a will give you a square, a into negative b will give you negative ab. Negative b into a will go on to give you a negative ba, which can be rewritten as negative ab. Right? Again, b into a or a into b is the same result, so therefore you can rewrite negative b into a is negative ab, and then negative b into negative b is two negative numbers getting multiplied will give you a positive outcome. As we know, we can add or subtract the like terms, so therefore this becomes a square minus 2ab plus b square. You can think of this as negative 1 and negative 1. So minus 1 gives you a minus 2. So this is minus 1 AB and this is minus 1 AB, which will end up giving us a negative 2 AB, right? So a square minus 2 AB plus b square is therefore the expansion of a minus b the whole square. Now what if we had two different brackets, a minus b into a plus b, wherein the numbers are the same but their signs keep on changing. Let's try this one. A minus b into a plus b. Rules again remain the same. A into a gives us a square. A into b gives us a positive ab. Right? Now negative b into a, which gives us negative ba or negative ab, and negative b into a positive b, which gives us negative b square. Negative b square because this b is negative and this is positive. So positive number getting multiplied with a negative number, being our final product is a negative number. Right? So like terms can be added or subtracted. Right? You can think of this as 1ab minus 1ab or 1 minus 1, which is 0. So it gets nullified. So then we are left with a square minus t square, the outcome of this identity. So I hope this